Okay, hello. I just wanted to make like a quick tutorial on how like symbols work in Adobe Animate. I want to start making some Adobe Animate tutorials because a lot of people ask me how to do things. So I'm just gonna start off with this like very crude tutorial. I'll make better ones like later, but for now I'll just do like a very basic one on symbols. So anyway, let's get the brush. Let's just draw like a scribble. There we have a scribble. And now we're gonna click on it. And then you do right click and then convert to symbol, or you can press F8. And then you'll get this window that pops up for making your symbol. There's two, you can name it. And then there's 3 types. Button, you don't need that. Unless you're making like a flash game. But I don't think many people are doing that. Movie clip means the symbol won't play like while you're editing. It'll only play when you export the movie. And then you have graphic, which will play while you're editing. So I'd recommend just doing graphic. Movie clip is like useful for some things, but for this I just say stick to graphic. So I'm gonna pick graphic, click OK. And then if you look in the top right, this is like basically what symbol you're in. And if it says scene 1, then you're like not in any symbol. You're just like on the normal stage. So if you double click on the symbol you just made, it'll say up here, scene 1, symbol 1. Or the symbol 1 will be replaced with whatever you named it. But yeah. And now in this symbol, you can see I have the layers. That like the layers are like saved inside of your symbol. So if I make 2 layers, the symbol has 3 layers in it. If I leave the symbol, you can see there's just 1 layer on the normal timeline. But yeah, let me go into here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw 2 more scribbles. Just gonna make some frames, make some keyframes. Draw some more scribbles. So now I have three different keyframes inside of this symbol. I'm just gonna extend them. So I'm gonna add some regular frames. And then if you press this button, this is loop. So it'll bring up this like little bar thingy. You just drag the ends of it to the frames you want to loop, and then you press play and it'll loop those over and over again. So you can see I have a nice looping scribble symbol. I'm sure it's the best thing you've ever seen. Now I'm going to go out of the symbol by pressing the back. And as you can see, there's only 1 frame out here, but this symbol is 18 frames long. So to see the whole thing, I'm just gonna make 18 normal frames. You don't make them keyframes, it's normal frames. And then I can turn loop off, then turn it back on to get it out here. Just drag that, and now it loops outside of the symbol. And like I can move this around wherever I want. I can put it down. I play, it still plays as normal. And if I want to go back in, of course, I just double click it. But yeah, I have a nice symbol. And if I were to tween it, like, let me extend this like nice and long. I have the first keyframe here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click here, make a keyframe. You can do that by doing convert to keyframes or pressing F6. So I'm going to press F6. On this frame, I'm going to drag it over. And you see all the frames behind this first keyframe like belong to it, and then all the frames after this one will belong to this keyframe. Since these are in 2 different positions, if I right click on this keyframe and then do where is it, create classic tween, I have it as C on my keyboard. It's not that by default. You can set a shortcut for it in edit keyboard shortcuts, but I have it as C, so I'm gonna press it. It is this purple with an arrow, and as you can see, it moves along that path, and it loops. The animation inside of that symbol loops as it like moves, which is very nice. And then Also, what I can do is if you want to change the frame of your symbol that it's on, like say I want it to be on this frame to start, frame 7, I would go here, then in this side panel, it's probably a bit squished with the color panel being here, but in this side panel, I'm going to go to object, and then here on looping, you can set this first to be 7, and then that starts it on the 7th frame. Or what else I can, different way I could do, I could press frame picker, and it opens this little window, and it shows you a picture of every single frame, so you can just click on one of these to change it. Okay, I quickly just made this new symbol. It's a square that fades from lime green to pink. Oh, I don't know if you just caught that, but it snapped back to lime green here because it looped, because that's the end of the symbol. They'll loop indefinitely. I forgot to mention, if you want to like not make it loop, this is loop. This is just play it once. If I click that, it'll end on pink and it won't loop. There's single frame, so it'll just stay on whatever frame this keyframe is set to. So if I set this to like 23, every single like frame outside the symbol will be 23. There's play in reverse, which plays it in reverse, and there's a loop in reverse, which loops it in reverse. Anyway, I'm gonna set it back to loop. So yeah, I have this fading symbol. Let's say I want to tween, let's say I make a keyframe here, move it, and then tween it. Actually, no, hold on. Let me set this to play once before I do it. Play once, keyframe. Actually, no, make a keyframe here, move it, tween, it moves. But what if I want to like move this keyframe over here? Well, I can click and drag that and just move it like that. But if you notice, when I move that keyframe, it like snaps straight to the end color that I selected beforehand. So what do you want to do to fix that is you highlight both your first frame and the keyframe you just made. You right click synchronize symbols, and then it'll fix that, and it'll set it to the correct frame it should be, so you don't get that like it doesn't like jump to a later frame. It's pretty cool. Is that everything I wanted to talk about? Yeah, that's everything for now. I'll do like a more better tutorial later, but yeah, there you go.